Hello, ineffable being. I hope you're having an amazing, wonderful day. I want to tell you that you're a genius, you are special, you mean the world, and you are loved. Today's topic is control of destiny. Controlling your destiny. There's some Drake lyrics I'd like to share with you. Drake, the artist, I am in control of my destiny, never in doubt. Again, one more time. Drake, the rapper, says, Drake, the amazing person, says, I am in control of my destiny, never in doubt. What do you think about this? Put down in your comments. If you know this song, if you know who he is, what is your take from it? Whenever I hear this, it's a it's the universe yelling that there are conscious people, and conscious people, billionaires and everyone that's conscious is a conscious thinker. You know, the question then is, do you think your favorite artist, your favorite celebrity, your favorite business person, but right now we're talking about Drake, do you think Drake decides his next move based on what his unconscious presents him? Do you think he makes his decisions from his unconscious? I don't. I can't accept it. He says in the end, never in doubt. You don't know what your unconscious is going to present to you. So that's one reason. And secondly, I'm living through the hard five-dimensional being, 100% consciousness. I can't accept that billionaires don't use their intelligence. I can't accept anymore, as I used to. I really used to. I can't accept the best way to think is by not thinking. I used to, and I used to preach it. Not literally, not to this degree, not just, internally, kinda, and anybody else, just very silently. But let's understand that that is a that's very seductive paradigm. It's a paradigm. A paradigm is a way of thought. That paradigm, to not think is to best think, is very seductive. Who wants to not do anything but receive everything? Today we're talking about control of your destiny. So what does Drake say? Drake says, I'm in control of my destiny, never in doubt. How to control your destiny? Does this sound like too much for the human being? Well, if you're thinking by not thinking, then you already are agreeing that you are everything in existence, and you are amazing, you are a spirit, you are energy. So shouldn't all that energy and intelligence be transmuted to, maybe I should control my destiny. Maybe I should wake up a little bit. So this is a process that happens in our journey. It's called the first awakening, when you become conscious that you can be conscious. The question is how to control your destiny. Well, what is destiny? Let me tell you this. If you think your thoughts are connected to your destiny, and you wake up in the same side, you brush your teeth, you go downstairs, you grab a cup of coffee, you drive to work the same way, you talk to the same people, you do the same things, you get out of work at the same time, you drive home, you listen to roughly about the same music, you eat roughly about the same things, you go to sleep about the same time, you watch the same Netflix series, on your weekends you do roughly the same things. 90%, 90, really 99 to 95% of your day was the exact same. Exact same. So if you think your thoughts are connected to your destiny, and you have 50 to 60,000 unconscious thoughts a day, and you're not consciously sending signals, using your brain or using the heart to create an elevated emotion, and you're physically doing the same things, 90% of the things you're doing are the same, how do you expect to change your life? How do you expect to get out of your life to get more money? What are you gonna save? You're not gonna go to Starbucks anymore? You think that's the answer? If you think your thoughts are connected to your destiny, and you're living the exact same life internally and physically in your external world, then your life isn't going to change very much, because the end result of every experience in your external world is called an emotion. That is recorded in your brain. That creates a neural network, and that is your paradigm. So how much control do you have of your destiny? Look, we all have, just because you're alive, you have a destiny, and because you're alive, this means that to some degree, you're in control of your destiny. The question isn't, can you control your destiny? The question is, are you going to affect your destiny consciously, or are you going to not affect your destiny consciously? Wow, are you saying that, like, my future isn't written in stone? You're saying that from the day I'm born, like, it's not written in a rock? What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not because I'm crazy. It's not because I'm a spiritual person. I have a corporate job. I work a 9 to 5 job. I'm not a spiritual person. I'm an intelligent person, just like you are. Maybe the difference between you and I look at quantum physics. I look at epigenetics. I look at the result of cultivating and elevating emotion. What effects does it have? Well, it opens my thymus gland. The thymus gland is the fountain of youth. When my thymus gland is open, there's more energy pumping through there. I create more immunoglobulins. These are white blood cells. It's one thing after the other when you start living through the heart. If your immune system is better, that means you literally feel better. You're consciously creating an elevated emotion. This means the chemical signals your brain is receiving are positive. So your brain starts creating electrical signals that we call thought, that are in correspondence to how I'm consciously making myself feel. The person that knows how to make themselves feel using the heart, creating an elevated emotion, is going to create pleasantness within. So then that pleasantness is going to translate into the brain. So now your brain is firing off different electrical signals that we call thought. That means our actions are going to follow those thoughts. And what now? Well, now I start to break out of my paradigm. I start creating a new life because I feel good. My thoughts are in response to how I feel, and my actions follow. It's that simple. So it's not about, can you control your destiny? We all can. Do you want to consciously do it, or do you want to call everything fate? Because the person, well, let me digress. Anything that can be done consciously, excuse me, let me digress. Anything that is happening unconsciously can be done consciously. Example, your thoughts. We have 50 to 60,000 thoughts in one day. Most of those are unconscious thoughts. You can consciously say hi, that's one thought. You can consciously say what you want to take from any experience. If you got fired, you can say consciously, that was good. That's a conscious thought. So we have sober hallucinations. So what is this? Like, when you're walking and your brain just kind of perceives, just like, for me, it's more like geometric patterns and just like light and just, I don't know. It's really like, you can't really describe it, but basically it's a visual thing that I see, but it's not physical. So I call it a hallucination. I'm sober. I see it with my mind's eye. It's a hallucination because it's something that's there, but it's not there. So it's not in the physical world, but I see it and I'm sober. It's a it's a unconscious, sober hallucination. You know what? We can use your brain and you can create wonderful patterns around yourself consciously. You can imagine that you're holding a rose. You can use your imagination. You can create, we have DMT. DMT is like the strongest hallucination on the planet. Well, we create that when you sleep. So I believe whenever you're awake and you want to imagine and you want to put things outside of you and you want to create the flower of life, and you want to see it, if in like in your physical world, like, I like to think that's hallucinating consciously. So what else can you do consciously? Well, you have emotions, you have hormones. The end result of any experience in your life is an emotion. So what's the problem? That externally creates, like, everything that happens creates my emotions because I'm not doing it consciously. So I need my boss to affirm my unworthiness, my unintelligentness, if that's a word. I need my friends to remind me how unorganized I am. I need my friends to remind me how funny I am. I need a woman or a male to remind me I'm sexy, or I need my parents to remind me that I need to be more responsible. So what is this? What is this? We need life to make us. Like, so life is coming. It hits it passes your eyes, so it hits your internal system and it comes out of you. but it's recorded inside of you, and it's recorded without a filter. Well, being conscious doesn't mean you're just gonna become Drake or Lil Wayne or a president or $1 billion or a trillionaire. What it means is you have a filter. Don't think about it so complex. Like the reason we associate consciousness with all these physical things is because like your brain presents all these phenomenal imaginations. Like you're gonna wake up with $1 billion, $1 million, or people are gonna, you're gonna go to Vegas and have the party of your life or something like that. Happened to me. But so whenever you just become conscious, you kind of expect things to happen faster, right? Well, no, like the purpose of being conscious is simply so you can tell yourself, you can record a different version of what's happening. This is good when your life isn't perfect. And I don't know everyone, my life, I mean, I think my life is perfect. Physically, am I where I want to be? No, I want, other things and etc. So that's the purpose of being conscious. It's not to change your life overnight. Like, so let's just forget about overnight success and overnight this and selling your soul and like adrenochrome or Illuminati. Like, let's just forget about that. Like, let's just enlist what you want to take from life. So you have a job. Your unconscious thoughts are like, I have to get up and I want to sleep and oh, I have to go to work and my boss this, my coworkers this. I can't believe I'm doing. Like that's your unconscious. But you can consciously say, I'm going to go to work today. I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to do the best. I love my job. And that's recorded inside of you. And I believe that your life listens to your inner voice more than your unconscious. I believe your conscious thoughts have more power than your unconscious thoughts. But that's not the only thing. Like, I think to control your destiny, you have to be 100% conscious. And the only way I have found to do this is by living through the heart. And the way I do this is by cultivating and elevating emotion. So, yeah, the question is, do you really think like the best way to think is by not thinking? And then, how conscious do you want to be? Do you want to use the brain, which is a tool? Do you want to use the heart, which is an instrument, a tool? Look it up. What's more powerful, the brain or the heart? Science has the heart as 60 times electromagnetically more powerful than the brain. So I decided because I have a brain, I can make decisions. And if the decision is using this instrument versus this instrument, well, I'm going to take the science. I'm going to trust science and I'm going to trust all the investigation and testing and proof that we have that shows the heart is more powerful. And I'm just going to live by that. Like, it's not about what other people do. It's not even about me. Like, if you don't care about what I have to say, then that's fine. Do you have pleasantness within? Do you have pleasantness without? If you don't, that means you're suffering. You're suffering life. Your suffering is affecting the collective. So what are you going to do about it? Well, you have instruments, you have things, you have resources, you have a brain that you can tell yourself what to think, what to make of an experience, or you can just bypass that, skip the dealer, the middleman, go straight to the heart and make yourself feel good right now. If you're doing that, you're controlling your destiny. I believe it. It's my faith. Don't believe or disbelieve what I say, but have your own experience with it. I hope you've liked this video. I hope it's motivated you. I hope it's kind of cleared up some cobwebs, or maybe you just really started thinking about these critical things. How conscious is a billionaire? How conscious are your favorite famous people? It's a question that I asked myself. And I accepted along my journey that I believe they're conscious people. Please share this video with your loved ones, with your family, on your mastermind, in your mastermind group, your social media accounts. And I hope to see you in the side of light. Goodbye.